Hi everybody. Hey guys. So hope you all doing very well. This is going to be a short video on what happened this past, I believe 4 days ago, about the video I made about getting or having someone appear at the house. Anyway, so since then I have been getting a lot of messages in the inboxes about how it's going, or perhaps if there's been any update. I was going to do an update a few days ago, 2-3 days ago, but I wasn't ready then, because I think I felt in that moment that I was still shaky from that situation, and I wasn't ready yet to give anything. And also too, I was still going back and forth to the police station and stuff, and there was a lot happening, so I figured I'll wait a few days and then give an update. Now, if you guys are new on this page or just not joining, or perhaps you haven't heard what happened, I did have somebody show up at the house. Well, originally they had showed up at my neighbor's house thinking it was my house, and when the neighbor told them that you are the wrong house, they just basically walked across the street to my house and try to get into the house, and they were calling my name, whatnot. And then after 15 minutes of trying to get into the house, they went to the side of the house towards where the bedrooms are and tried to get in through that part. The great thing is the other neighbor, who was on the opposite side, saw this and started taking video of it. And I think when he saw the video, he got spooked. Both the gentleman that whose wrong house he went to and the neighbor on the other side both called the cops. And actually, to be honest, I won't say I was disappointed, but I heard that the cops had shown up like an hour later, and I know they had said that the reason why they showed up that late was because they had a lot of calls that day or that morning, which was around 2 a.m. and they couldn't. I was basically the last person on the list, basically, and I understand, there's, do you go and take care of somebody who is in danger immediately, or do you come and confront a stalker? Which one is more priority? And I'm sure at that moment I wasn't a priority, which is fine. I'd rather them go to somebody who really needed the help than come to me. Obviously, they did say, though, that if I had called on the phone and I said, I need you guys now, there's somebody, whatever, they would have put me up on the list and would have come to me. So I totally understand that. Anyway, so when they came, they only had one vantage point, which was the other video where it's not really blurry. It is, you can't see the person's face, but you can see them on the porch. You can see them walking in the property towards the side of the door. It's creepy. And they had that. They didn't have the original one where the Ring camera would show the person's face. So the next morning when the neighbor came over to talk to me about it, I had no idea. I had to go to the police station, of course, and give them the video again and put in the request again, or put in the record. And then the day after that, or when I got home, was when I found out there was even better video camera of the person's face for my neighbor. And I had to go the next day again. I actually went with Summer because I didn't have anyone, be able to it was hard for me to find someone to watch her. Even my parents were, with Autumn, so I took Summer with me, and I presented them with the second video, which the person's face is there. So it was great because they were able to upload it onto the system. And then once it's in the system, they will look forward to, they'll be able to see if it matches anyone who's ever reported him of the same behavior. They're just trying to see if that person who came, the guy, is specifically for me, or if he does it with everybody else. If I'm not the only victim, right? If I'm unique to him or if he is also doing it to people. So they wanted to put it in the system that way, which makes sense. And then they asked if, obviously, if it happened again, if I was willing to have somebody sit at the front of the house. You know how sometimes they have the cars patrol the neighborhood and sit in front of the house just in case. And what made them say this was because he had come and driven in front of the house again. So obviously this wasn't his first time coming in the middle of the night, but he also came during the day, meaning maybe he was thinking of coming back again. So you just never know. And I know like a few people were saying, you know, you're a content creator, you should have cameras and stuff. Derek and I, when we first moved here, way before COVID, you know, we just had one child, you know, we hadn't even started Facebook. We started our Facebook page late 2020, and we actually took 5 months off in 2021 because I was pregnant with Autumn and I was very sick, and we didn't create any videos. We literally vanished from Facebook. So we've literally only had our page for less than 2 years. So within that 2 years, so much has happened where in our mind, you know, we're so new to this that we've never had it happen before. So we just took it for granted. And, you know, I would say this now, if you are in the content creating media space, definitely take it seriously with stalking and stuff like that. It's very real. And, you know, definitely get yourself all the protection you need, all of the security you need, because you just never know who is out there. And we took it for granted. We did. I recently realized that a lot of our neighbors, actually quite a lot of them, had a Ring camera. And, you know, we just never ever, you know, we just never did. Obviously now everything has changed. We have a security system, and then a Ring camera has been purchased, a few of them actually. So we are all secure now. Everything is good. And that's what I spent the last 3 days doing. It was very busy. It was very hectic. Could I have waited for my husband to get home before I did it? Most likely, but I needed to do it now because, you know, you just never know. Yeah, my parents are here, living here till my husband gets home. But to me, you know, I could just wait for him to get home, or I could just do it myself. And I figured, you know, just do it now because you just never know. The last few days, I know I've been on live, and I've been like really happy and giddy and all of that stuff, but you know, it's difficult to sleep at night. You know, when I wake up to use the bathroom and stuff, I just look everywhere. I get paranoid. Sometimes I don't want to leave the girls. So, you know, I try my best to be all there and all present during the videos and stuff, but back of my mind, I'm still thinking about it. And the night times are the hard times, you know. They really are hard because it's all quiet, and you know, you just wake up, everyone is sleeping, and you're just thinking, you know, even to use the bathroom is difficult. I have to walk through the house, and then I have to check all the doors, and it's just so, it's paranoia basically. I have realized though, as the days are going by, it's getting easier and easier and easier, and I know that as the days go by, it will continue to get easy and easy. Anyway, so the next other thing is one of the cops actually had mentioned this, and this actually made sense because I had thought about this originally. So you know how you have like intuition and stuff. I had been thinking, and I was thinking about this originally, and I actually spoke to Derek about it, which he thought it made a little bit of sense. The cops had mentioned that perhaps, what if it's a thing where perhaps, you know, like how sometimes, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is, you know, sometimes people use people's images and videos and pictures and personal, you know, things about themselves to create like a little, like when you go on dating sites and stuff, you have like fake profiles. They use your images and stuff, but perhaps this person had, or this other, maybe a fan or somebody who's crazy, obviously they're not a fan because they're doing this, but somebody who's crazy uses my stuff to lure the person knowing my address to come and say, hey, because in a video, I don't know if you've seen it yet because it's been leaked. God knows how it got leaked. Obviously, I think my neighbor said he belongs to a ring company, and whenever something happens or something, I think that somebody had mentioned that the videos automatically upload or something to the ring place. And one of you guys, I mean, I told you a few of you guys live in the area, must have seen it, uploaded it. Who knows how these things get on the internet, but it's on there. But I don't even know, I lost my train of thought. You know, catfish or something, I don't know. You know how sometimes, anyway, so the cops were saying perhaps that, oh, I'm sorry, let me go back. So like I say, the video has been leaked. You can see that the guy is holding a phone, right? And he's going back and forth, like looking at the messages on the phone. And he's, you know, he's saying, oh, I'm looking for Ruth. And he's like, what? I'm looking for Ruth. And he's looking at it. So my mind is thinking this, and that's what the cops said. That's Derek said the same thing. So I'm thinking that perhaps he's directed to come to the houses, go here, meet me here for God knows, a good time, I don't know. And then he comes to the wrong house, thinking it's the house, and he goes across the street because he's a bit confused. And then he comes and stays there, and then the person's like, you know, come inside, I'm waiting for you. I don't know, something, or come through the back. I don't know. So, and it kind of makes a little bit of sense in my mind, because I'm thinking it's not the first car we've seen that is looking around. And we told you about the one that was in the front of the house. We told you about the one that is on the side of the house over there. And a few drive by really slowly. So I would not be surprised if somebody is out there using anything. But again, I don't know. So this is why when I went to the police station, they just had to take precautions, because they just don't know why this is going on, or why this person did that. And, you know, since that time, we have been on the lookout. I have had my sixth sense. I am looking around to see, you know, who is looking. It's like I'm making this video and there's somebody just sitting right there. Anyway, see, I'm a little bit paranoid, but anyway, so I have been looking a lot, because we also have the description of the car, what it looks like, and the color of the car, and I haven't seen anything since. Obviously, have I missed something? I'm sure I have, and I might be here 24/7, standing by the street, you know, side of the road and looking to see if I see it. No, I have not. So I do not know. So I don't know. So yeah. So now the cops know. Obviously, they've seen the second footage. They have it in the system. And now it's up to basically, hopefully, you know, the video is everywhere. Someone will recognize him, and then hopefully they know him, and then maybe it will, you know, it will get solved. So I don't know. Hi everybody. Yeah, I'm just like all over the place because I'm just trying to think of everything else that the police had said. But they did also say that they haven't had anything happening like this in this area. So, which also makes me think perhaps the person knows me from the page. So, yeah, and nothing came up when they put him in the system. So obviously he's not in there. So yeah, I'm just on edge, and I'm just hoping that as time goes on, that I will kind of like, hopefully I can forget it, but I can come back to my normal self. And you know, I just wanted to be back to how it used to be before all of this happened. And honestly, like, I hear these stories all the time, and I never thought it would be me, because, you know, I just never thought it would be me. But yeah, I get, again, mentally ill for coming, because, you know, we thought of all the theories and stuff, and really, the police was so nice. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. Going in there, I was a bit nervous. I haven't been to a police station before, never been arrested, never been nothing. You know, Miss Goody Tissue, going in a police station. But they were so loving and just so, you know, just great. And they were just trying to make me feel better and whatnot. They're like, call anytime, we'll be here. Whatever, if you hear any footsteps, like literally anything you hear that is out of the ordinary, we will be here and you can call and stuff. Because I was like, you know, what if, you know, I feel like if I hear something and I call, I'm probably taking it away from somebody else who really needs the help, and I don't want to do that. They're like, what? You just have to call, you know? So, so it is, that's it. That's really much it. It's in the system. They're looking, they have it there. All the information is there. They have the guy's description, what it looks like from the camera. Thank God my neighbors had that camera with them. Thank God this one here was recording as well, and we were able to get it because, like I said, we were not prepared for this to happen. So, yeah, it's been a bit crazy. But this man knew your name and address. Yes, they did. They did. And I know a few of you guys were like, oh, you post your name or you post your address on the page. Our address is not on the page. Our post office box is on the page. And we need our post office box on there for not only fan mail, we need it for gifts from you guys if you want to send something. We also have it for sponsorships for companies. We have it on YouTube as well. That's how the companies can get a hold of you. We recently worked with a company in Brooklyn I told you guys about for our daughter's summer. We had to go to Brooklyn and do it. And that's how they were able to mail us something, was through the P.O. box. So we can't give our regular address. In America, you can have a P.O. box where it's not linked to your address, that you can drive to and pick it up from the spot. You know what I mean? So it's very necessary. But I will tell you this, that in America, and I don't know where you're from, when you buy a house, your address is automatically online for everyone to see, whether you like it or not. I don't know why they don't make it an option for, I'm not a celebrity, I'm nothing, not a regular person, but you know, I don't know why they don't make it for people who are celebrities, who are on social media, people who have a large following. I don't know why they don't make it an option for them to be able to hide their home address, because it is easy. And a few of you guys actually emailed me and said it is easy for it to come up when you put it in there. There's nothing I can do about that. So for everyone who was in the comments saying you're doing this to yourself, you did this to yourself, you post your address, no. You can find any, you know how many calls I get a day from just people who found my number online? It's ridiculous if I told you this, but there's no other way to hide it. It becomes, once you get a house, it's out there public, Google your name and see what comes up and you will see. So now it's trying to see, you know, and it actually explains why a lot of celebrities who are in the media space have a bunch of stalkers, and they do go through the same issues, because everything is out there on the internet. And unfortunately, America doesn't make it. I don't say America, I don't blame the country, but I'm just saying here where I live, they don't make it easy or make it impossible to be able to hide it. You know, it's uploaded out there. So it's just, you just have to take the necessary precautions. Like I said, security cameras and the ring lights, all of those things. And now we're not taking it for granted anymore. And we're just going to, you know, be careful also too, to make sure we're not, you know, if someone is going away, it's not broadcasted everywhere. It is what it is. Obviously, if we're away, you're going to know that we're not home. Because if let's say we're in Boston or we're traveling to Europe, you're going to know we're in Europe, obviously. But then we're all together. That's the point, is we'll be together there. So there will be no point to even come here. If anything, it's just like if one of us are going somewhere, like if Derek is going somewhere on a vacation, or I'm going somewhere on a vacation by myself, and I'm not together with a family, we just don't, you know, broadcast it and say, you know, we're out, or one person's out and the other one is home. So I feel like this is a learning lesson for us, especially, and also for everyone who is watching as well, and for, you know, the other content creators out there as well. Hopefully you can take something from this. And yeah, it is what it is. Please don't share the name of your security system. Yeah, we'll keep that as private. I think if you want a good one, if you go on Google, call them all and kind of see which one matches, because they're all different for homes, you know. So what might work for me might not work for your home. So, you know, you just have to look to see what works with your home. So yeah. Why am I sharing this information? Because I was told to share this information. First of all, if you share it, it will deter, if the person is out there, it will deter the person. They will know that you know, and you're well aware, and everybody knows in the neighborhood. And, you know, hopefully that is enough to stop them. Sometimes it's not. If they're really crazy, if they're really, really crazy, you just never know. But most of the times, if they have a little bit of sense, they will know that they're being watched, and they will not make that mistake again. So sharing is actually very, very important. And that's what I'm doing. So to answer your question. Okay, so he asked for you, which you said in previous videos. So he came specifically for you. Yes, so he asked for me from the neighbor's house. So what happened is, he goes to the neighbor's house, he knocks on the door, he tries to get in and I know the video that leaked, I actually saw it. It was only 36 seconds of the video. The video is actually 7 minutes long. Okay, so the video is 7 minutes long. This is how crazy it is. And then the 7 minute long is actually 3 parts. So 7 minute long, 7 minute long, and another 3 minutes long video. So the video that is cut and was put on internet is only 36. The one that is on Facebook right now that was leaked is only 36 seconds. So you're seeing part, you know, him walking in, and then it's cut, and then you see him trying to. So the first 7 minutes of the video is basically, because I've seen the whole thing and the cops have seen it, is him knocking, standing there, waiting in the neighbor's place, trying to get into the house, you know, pretty, I wouldn't say forcefully, but enough to make the neighbors be like, what's going on? Why is our door like that or shaky? And the thing is, they were up watching a movie, so they didn't hear it at first. And then as he's trying to get in, that's when they realized somebody's at the door. And then they checked the Ring camera, and they saw this man. And then in the video, you hear them saying, who are you? And he's like, I'm looking for Ruth. I'm looking for Ruth. And then he asked, is this house number, we'll use a house number, is this house number 20? And then the neighbor is like, nope, this is not house number 20. This is house number 40. And then he says, you know, I'm sorry. And then the neighbor is like, get out, you know, don't ever touch my door ever again, like that, like in a very threatening way. So then in the video, you see him walking out of the neighbor's yard. He walks into the street, crosses the street, and then heads into our yard, our house, our property, on the deck. And the second video, which hasn't been leaked, thankfully, because it shows our house, is where he's standing on our porch for what seems to be like 15 minutes. He goes, tries to get in, comes and stands at the porch again, tries to open the door, and then starts that he's going back and forth. And then when it doesn't work, he comes down the stairs. It looks like he's exiting out of the gates, but then comes back in and goes towards the side of the house. And that's when he's over here at the side of the house. That neighbor sees it, records it, and then calls the police. So I know it's a bit confusing for you, but it's very easy to understand. So yeah, so that's what happens. The stalker knows a lot about you. God knows what he knows. The best thing is for you to get off social media because you have kids and it's too dangerous. I don't agree with that. Like, there's nothing wrong to be public, you know, there's nothing wrong to be. So then should, you know, social media content creators across YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, should they not be on social media? Should celebrities not make movies? You know, should, you know, influencers not go on Instagram? It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, I know you think that, but it doesn't, you know, we're not living underneath, like the person said, we're not living underneath a rock, you know. It's just that sometimes people do not know their limits. And, you know, in this world, you could be working at, let's use Home Goods, and you could have a stalker come to you at Home Goods every day and watch your every move. You could be working at McDonald's and have your coworker be the stalker and be stalking you for months and you would not know. I know people who were attacked at their homes by coworkers that they worked with every single day, and they trusted and they came to their homes. So every situation could be like that. You could have a stalker anywhere and everywhere, even when you're not on social media. It's just, this will teach you to be very aware of your surroundings, to protect yourself wherever you are. And basically that's it. So to answer whoever said that, okay? Hey Ruth, I hope that time separated has given you time to enjoy and appreciate that time. Love you. Yeah, I felt bad for Derek because, you know, it's his first time going away ever since we've been married basically and had children, and then this happens, and the man was stressed. You know, he was stressed, and you know, he did ask me, he's like, do you want me to come home? Do you want me to come home? I'm like, no. My parents are here. Everything is fine. I didn't tell him at all. I was having like panic attacks at night, nothing to make him worried at all. And if I needed him to be here, like a few of you guys were saying, and I know the trolls are out there. The trolls are always out there. There was a few comments saying, oh, it's my way of telling him to come home. Let me tell you this. If I wanted my husband to come home, this is not how I'm going to do it. I'll get on the phone. I'll be like, Derek, darling, I need you to come home now. And he'll be like, yes, ma'am. Get on the next plane and he'll be home. I don't need to make any elaborate moves. I don't need to come online and cry and be like, I miss my husband. Yes. Do I miss him? Of course. But that would not, me doing that wouldn't be because I want him to feel bad and come home. I would tell him to come home if I need him to come, and he will come home because he's my husband. And he just, you know, he'll come home. So anyway, I told him, stay there, do whatever you need to, you know, just stay there, don't worry about us, my parents are here, just continue doing it. You've already paid for it, you've already booked it, you have it, just be there. We'll talk every day, and we talked like a few times a day. He's fine, he's good, and yeah, we'll see him today. So late, but we'll see him today. So yeah, it is what it is. Was it great to be separated? Did I miss him? Of course, I miss him. I love him. He's my husband. I miss him very much. I see in his face that he missed me as well. And he already said he's not going to do it again. But obviously in the future, we'll see. You know, I kind of want to push him to be able to do things too for himself. He doesn't get to do that much. I don't get to do that much either. But my love is with the children. I love being a mom, and it's almost harder for me to leave my kids. Even if I left my kids, it would be like one night and that's it. So I'm fine not going any place or taking any solo vacations. I'm fine, whatnot. But I don't also want to limit him and if he wants to do anything. So I'm always very open, like, hey, you know, you could go here, you could do that. And he has a few places in the future, whatnot. We're not going to share, of course, but yeah, I have no problems whatsoever. I'm not one of those wives like, you need to be with me, you need to sit here, you need to do that. I think, you know, people need to have their own thing and then come together. as partners and stuff. It's very healthy for a relationship. So yeah, I'll answer a few questions now, get out of here, because today, guys, I don't want to scare you guys, but this baby, pray for me, guys. Pray that it's in here. It stays in here, because I've had the toughest day today. And if I don't feel better by tonight, I think I might have to go to the ER, because everyone at the speech place today was telling me how much I've dropped, and I actually noticed it today. I was like, wow, this baby is low, and I'm having constant, you know how Braxton Hicks, again, I feel like I've been saying that word this whole time. It's supposed to be a bit uncomfortable, but it hurts a little bit, and it's, I don't know, I've had 2 kids before. I know how it's supposed to feel. I'm like, it shouldn't happen this often. I shouldn't have like 10 of them in less than an hour. And I'm having one now again, after having one a few minutes ago. So it's happening a lot, and I just downed a bunch of water. I'm gonna down another one in an hour, and I'm gonna, every hour I'm gonna have some water, and then I'll see how it is tonight. And if not, then I have to go to the emergency room, get an IV, and hopefully the IV works, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, maybe it's stress, who knows? But yeah, it's kind of very early, you know. We just need baby to just stay in there. So we'll see. Don't stress yourself. You're amazing. Thank you. Whew. See, it feels a bit uncomfortable. And have to breathe through them. But then that's, oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Oh, thank you for the makeup. I figured I'll do a little makeup today. I have to take one of my friends, her name is Priya. She does, she paints. She's a great artist. Oh my goodness, if you're not following her page, I think her page is called Faithful 5. She's an amazing, amazing artist. She's also a teacher, and she asked me to take like a side picture of my stomach and a side profile picture. And I've been trying to do it. I had Derek try it on me, try to take it from, you know, on his camera before he left, and he didn't do it properly. And then I had him do it again, and he messed up. So she's going to come over and get a side profile of me. So I figured I'll just do the makeup for it, so I can look a little bit, you know, because I look the same every day. I figured I'll just look a little different. So I put on the makeup. So I'm waiting. I'll wait for her to come. And then do the picture. Yeah, a few things are happening. I have a maternity shoot. We still need to do the baby shower, which is this month. So this boy here needs to stay in, because there's so much happening in the next few weeks, and all I need is weeks, you know, all I need is weeks, so we can, because we haven't even done anything. We got something in the mail. We're supposed to change the wall art on that wall. I got some really cute stuff. I'm actually going to take the old one that you know, the one with the birds, and we're taking it down. We're going to put the new one on there. It's going to be so nice, guys. A few things that hasn't been, oh my gosh, I am having it again. This is not normal. Everybody, pray for me. Oh my God, this is so hard. So anyway, yeah, we need to get stuff done. So yeah. And then also I have another schedule for, you know, when we did the 4D or 3D facial, 4D ultrasounds, where you see the baby in 4D. We did it for autumn. I also have that schedule to do that. So many things scheduled. So yeah, we just need to get it done. Sometimes when you get made up, we feel and look a little better. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. I think I need to drink some water. Hold on, guys. Look, this shirt is riding up, basically, because my stomach is so big. Hold on, guys. I need to drink some water. One of the ladies I'm part of a hyperemesis group, and one of the women that is on there had her baby this week, 32 weeks. I'm like, no. So, you know, I'm praying really hard that he just slows down, you know. For all of our sake, because we're not ready yet. It's done. I drank all of it. Yeah, this baby is low. And I think he also moved because I feel pressure. So his head is already down. I read that the head, it can start moving from 31 weeks to 36 is when they move and the head goes down. It doesn't mean you're ready to deliver immediately. It just means you're getting in a position to have the baby, you know, when the time is due. And I was like, I know, I felt something, like the whole belly was shifting. And then when I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, like I was walking and you could feel something just bumping it, you know, which is very weird. It's crazy. It feels so different from my other two kids. It's so different. It is so different. So anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on that. Take it easy and pray you're missing your husband. I miss him so much. Honestly, I do. And I'm telling you, it just goes to show that, you know, we just can't stay away from each other. And, you know, I told him on the phone, that, I'm sorry, guys. Oh my God. I told him on the phone that, we can't be apart because I miss him too much. So, yeah, I have to go because I'm having another one right now and it's not good. It's not good. This is not happening. So I'm going to go and lay down. I'm going to down another water in a few minutes, like maybe half an hour. And then we'll see. Maybe I need to be in the bed or something that is not moving around, and try and just chill. So, how much does the baby weigh now? I have no idea. The last time I checked, it was 3.3 pounds, and that was a week and a half ago. So, who knows? You know, at this moment, I'm just praying for just a few more weeks. You know, so, oh no. Derek's not gonna miss birth. I'm keeping this baby in. Whatever I have to do. Like I said, one of the things you could do is, obviously, if the water isn't getting enough, you could also go to the ER. So if it's still happening tonight, I'll probably mostly just go to the ER and just get a drip, you know, and see if that helps, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, it's been a struggle today, just trying to deal with it. Even, yeah, it's been crazy. So thank you all so much. I hope this update was, you know, all we need moving forward. And hopefully, like I said, we've taken precautions. We've done whatever we need to do. And we just hopefully, you know, by God's grace, you know, that this person is just gone, you know, and never to be heard of again. And this never happens, you know, again. So yeah, we're praying for that. God answers prayers. So yeah, I believe in that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We get to see baby tomorrow. Not baby, not this baby. The big baby. Big baby. The big funny baby. That's whom we get to see tomorrow. Not this one. No. Pray for me, okay? For tonight. Pray for me. That baby boy stays in. We're like, tell God, we didn't do the registry yet. We didn't put his crib together. We didn't do his corner yet. We didn't even do the 4D printing. I didn't do my maternity shoot yet. So tell God this, like, we're keeping baby boy in. He's staying in. Not right now. We're not ready. Okay? You know, so it is what it is. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate you guys. You guys mean so much in the world to me and my husband and everyone. You're so grateful, and we are, yeah, just so blessed, so grateful, and we love you guys so much. So have a good rest of your day, and I know we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.